Hello, and welcome to the Herzo International program. The art of being, as with any other art, describes a skill, a craft, or an action requiring high proficiency and creativity. The people introduced in this month's report encapsulate all these aspects. They are devoting their passion to continuing goodwill in our community. Each has a unique art in passing forward their knowledge base about the fascinating world of bees. We begin with a gymnasium teacher, Amanke Groilik, who oversees the optional beekeeping program. The idea initially coming from
Was a student. A couple of years ago, he had the idea to place a beehive in our wonderful gardens here. And he found out what insurance is needed, all this legal stuff, and he did nearly everything that has to be done. And I always wanted to have a beehive, so I was the first to say, yes, please, that's a good idea. And we wanted students to be part of it, so we started a beekeeper club. We started September when the schools begins, and October is the last time when you really can go to the beehives and open them. In winter, we can't open them, so we only meet every second week, and we are doing a lot of woodwork and repairing all the stuff. In spring and in summer, it's really a lot of work to do, and so we meet once a week. And we clean the beehive, and when we have a new frame, we put a small sheet of wax in it. The bees build everything they need with wax. The wax system is similar to our kidneys or our liver, so it cleans the whole organism. So all this pesticides, insecticides goes into the wax. And when you have an old frame, you can separate the wax with this equipment, and with the wax, perfect thing is to produce candles. And one of the biggest events, that's when we make honey, and our honey is very good. And at the end of the year, there's a big festival here on the school ground, and we sell it. And before the summer holidays, the students give the bees some sugar water to get over the winter. And over the summer holidays, I have a look if our bees are safe. It's a lot of work, but a very challenging and exciting work. And every year we have something new. We had an interesting project to put a digital measurement instrument so we can act a little bit precise, and we wanted the students to produce them by themselves to learn something totally new. And it's really amazing to see how a student is doing all this work by herself.
This is like the main schematic board.
An innovative approach in helping to monitor the beehives on the school grounds was the result of a project seminar which Jana Gruber enthusiastically took to task.
So it's called the Beelogger, and it was developed by Thorsten and Raimund Gursan. They're like beekeepers and also have some experiences in technology. They have some different options you can choose. For example, if you want the power supply with the solar or with a cable, then there are like plans to assemble the circuit board and install the Beelogger. They also offer the programs for free you can install on this board. It's worked with a microcontroller, an Arduino. The developers, they also offer like a support. And also a friend from Mrs. Kreulich, he's called Werner Jäger. I also visited him once, and he showed me how to assemble these Beeloggers.
What does this device actually measure?
So I have a sensor for the weight and a permanent scale below the hive, and I also have got a sensor for the inside temperature and the outside temperature. The good thing is that you can choose a lot of different sensors. You also can measure more climate data, like the sun or the rain or humidity. Yeah.
Is this reasonable cost-wise?
Yeah, I think that's also an advantage of choosing the Beelogger. You have to do it yourself. That saves a lot of costs. The problem is that, of course, the more sensors you've got, it's more costs, more power, and more resources you need. But most components you can get very cheap, so it's very affordable, of course.
And how do you feel about the results?
So I installed it last October, and since then I've collected some very interesting data. For example, you can see that the weight went down a lot. I think it was 8 kilograms over the whole winter, and now since like 2 weeks it's going up a bit. And I measured the inside temperature of the beehive and also outside. We had some concerns that they would make it through the winter. A few times we had like 0 degrees inside the beehive, and it's like, okay, many bees probably have died in this time. But with the sensors installed, it's easier to supervise what is happening inside.
Not only do the bees benefit from the students' care, one could say that beekeeping also helps them to develop lessons in life which go beyond the beehive.
It's a big responsibility, but you can learn every time. And I like to work here with the bees and all of the people here. It's a very nice community and it's a lot of fun.
I am here because I have a direct contact to the bees without disturbing them. I really learned about them and how they act around the humans, and it's really important that we protect them, and you shouldn't be afraid of them because they're really beautiful.
The gymnasium beehives are a mere stone's throw away from the Mittelschule natural bee area. One of Herzo's better-known bee gurus, Sandra Hack, is busy with some students to revamp their bee areal.
Wir kriegen jetzt ein Bienenhaus, wo unsere Beuten innen stehen im Haus. Da können wir dann immer an die Bienen, auch wenn es regnet. Wenn Not am Mann ist, können wir handeln. Es entsteht dann auf unserem Bienenlehrpfad, der geplant ist. Die Idee ist eigentlich entstanden dadurch, dass ich mit dem Herrn Niklas, mit dem Schulleiter, mich unterhalten habe. Ich habe ganz oft Kindergärten oder Grundschulen, die mich fragen, ob ich nicht einmal kommen kann und ein wenig was über Bienen erzählen kann. Und dann entstand diese Idee, dass wir einen Bienenlehrpfad machen. Ziehen wir es in die Schule rein, dann könnten doch die Kindergärten zu uns kommen.
Ich sehe, dass du die Bäume zurückgeschnitten hast.
Die Bäume sind deswegen zurückgeschnitten worden, weil wir ein kleines Labyrinth für die Schüler planen. Wir wollen es auch so anlegen mit Schildern, wo dann die Leute sich Informationen über die Bienen holen können. Wo man durchläuft, die Schautafeln anschaut, wo man alles besprechen kann und am Schluss dann ein Quiz macht und sieht, hey, wie viel habe ich gelernt? Nicht nur über unsere Honigbiene, sondern auch die Wildbiene.
Und was ist der Unterschied von Wildbienen und Honigbienen?
Honigbiene lebt im Volk zusammen. In dem Volk ist es so, dass jeder für jeden da ist. Sie verhungern nicht einzeln, sie verhungern als Volk. Wildbienen sind solitär lebend, die meisten davon. Jede Wildbiene macht sein eigenes kleines Ding.
Und was kommt demnächst?
So als nächstes wird unser Bienenhaus hergerichtet. Da wird das Dach wieder dicht gemacht. Dann wird es innen eingerichtet, dass wir die Bienenstöcke stellen können. Dann wollen wir den Grund etwas gerade ziehen und unsere Beete anlegen.
Und für das brauchst du Hilfe.
Wir freuen uns natürlich über Pflanzen, bienenfreundliche Pflanzen, wo ein bisschen im Frühjahr dann wächst, weil genau da ist ja die Zeit, wo die Insekten am wenigsten finden. Wir würden uns sehr freuen, wenn da Leute Interesse dran zeigen und mit unterstützen würden. Wenn jemand Interesse hat, uns zu helfen, gerne Kontakt über die Mittelschule.
Und hast du eine Idee, wann es fertig wird?
Das ist noch nicht ganz fest, aber ich hoffe doch, dass wir nächstes Frühjahr hier richtig einweihen können.
A hearty celebration will definitely be in order. Once all the hard work from students, volunteers, and tradespeople is complete, the students are currently brainstorming their ideas for the info boards.
Beim Bienenlehrpfad sollen wir lernen, was die Bienen essen, wie sie leben, wo sie leben, wer Anführerin ist und so weiter.
Sie sollten lernen, was sie alles Gute beitragen, was man mit ihnen alles herstellen und schaffen kann. Und dass sie auch eine sanfte und ruhige und liebe Seite an sich haben.
Ja, um welche Biene welche ist, dass es eine Bienenkönigin gibt, die das Volk da das Sagen hat und da immer die größte ist. Und wie Bienen Honig machen, Nektar und das alles.
Young people have a better perspective for how other young people view new information. Another young person within the Herzo bee community is hailed as exhibiting a perspective and energy beyond his years. Andre Hack's youthful contributions to the environment were officially recognized last fall. A beekeeper since the age of 10, Andre was awarded the Junior Green Angel from the Bavarian State Ministry for the Environment and Consumer Protection.
I got nominated because of my work as a beekeeper. You really have to do something for the environment. So for us, it's the bees. Bees are extremely important for us and the environment too. Bees help to pollinate the trees and surrounding fields. So it's important to look out for the bees. We also have a huge field from a friend of ours. Our family and some friends of ours did everything by hand. We just went around in the field and planted the seeds. It's 1 hectare with various flowers like sunflowers, dandelions, everything you can think of. Yeah.
And how do you think you've developed as a beekeeper since you were 10?
I think I got a lot more knowledge right now. I'm trying my best to be involved in everything. I take care about 3 hives, and my mom does about 3 or 4 at home, and some more here and some other locations too. We got this dynamic going. I help my mom with the heavier types of stuff, and she helps me when I have some questions. Yeah.
We've seen that you've expanded your skills with products you yourself are now making.
We're making a lot of things like candles from beeswax, different flavored honey like Ferrero Rocher or colored honey with these blue algae, spirulina. It doesn't taste like anything, it just changes the color. We also have covers mixed with molten wax for bread or food so it can stay softer longer.
How do you see the future of beekeeping?
It's important for the people to maybe beekeep themselves. I got some friends to beekeep. One of my best friends is actually actively beekeeping himself now. We're having this program, a bee friendship, where people get a hive at their home and then we take care of some of the stuff and they get some honey in return and some experience, and it helps the environment.
Where can people go for more information on that?
Right here at Sandy's Bee Store. We're happy to help everyone who is interested.
Beekeeping in itself is time-consuming and not for everyone.
Also hier schaut's aus, als hätten sie noch genug Futter drin.
But with these tips, all of us can help the bees in their quest to thrive and survive.
We should try to help the wild bees. They are really important for biodiversity and for the ecosystem. A lot of wild bees are putting their eggs into sand. Maybe we should place some sand in our yards or put a drinking spot. When it's very hot, the bees place themselves in front of the beehive and they vibrate with their wings. They are trying to cool it down with water. And when it's very hot, they can't find enough water. But if you fill it only with water, the bees can't land on the water surface. So if you put some marbles or some sticks, they can land on the marbles and on the sticks, and so they can drink a lot.
Also für mich ist ganz wichtig um die Jahreszeit, dass man wirklich die Natur ein bisschen Natur lässt. Ein Steingarten ist pflegeleicht, schaut sauber aus. Wenn Brennnessel wo sind, schaut es nicht so sauber aus. Aber für die Natur sind die Brennnessel halt einfach viel wichtiger wie der Steingarten. Die Weidenkätzchen bitte am Strauch lässt, weil das ist das erste Futter für die ganzen Insekten. Also es wäre schön, wenn ihr die lokalen Imker unterstützt, euren Honig da kauft, nicht gerade im Supermarkt. Ich kann es nachvollziehen, aber qualitätsmäßig und für unsere Umwelt ist der Honig vom Supermarkt einfach das No-Go.
So we have to look out for the new predator around here, the Asian giant hornet. It's becoming a very big threat to our small bees. They just don't stand a chance against them. And you have to think about your food, because if you don't have bees, your harvest will lower and the prices will go up. And even just small steps are helping. So don't cut down your grass, just spray some seeds on it for the bees or other insects so they can reproduce and help our environment to regenerate again.
Thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.